You emerge from your mother alongside 7 other offspring. The moment you hit the ground, your siblings instinctively crawl toward her back. You follow without hesitation. You climb up one of her legs, move across her armored body, and wedge yourself into a narrow gap between 2 others. Your legs clamp down hard as her shell shifts beneath you. One sibling slips, scrambles, then manages to secure its grip again. When the last one settles into place, she starts walking. As she moves, one of your siblings loses its hold and tumbles to the ground behind her. It tries to catch up, legs churning forward, but a shadow sweeps over the earth and reaches it first. In a single motion, the sibling is gone. The shadow lifts, then returns. It drops fast. A bird. It dives from above, claws raking across your mother's back. It misses its target, but the impact shakes her violently. 4 more siblings are knocked loose. They scatter in different directions and never move again. Only 3 of you remain. The bird circles once, then lands ahead, lowering itself as it steps closer. Your mother stops and turns, raising her tail, waiting. The bird lunges from the side, snapping its beak, but she's faster. Her stinger strikes under its wing before it can react. The bird recoils, confused. She strikes again, closer to the leg. It hops back and lifts into the air, retreating. She watches until it's gone, then turns and continues walking. Your fallen siblings remain where they dropped. You tighten your grip as she moves. You survived where others didn't. Next time might be different. 2 weeks pass. You're larger now, and your body no longer fits itself. Every movement feels wrong. Your shell is tight. Pressure builds until your back splits open. You crawl out, leaving the old skin behind. The new shell darkens and hardens as it dries, and slowly your movements steady again. Around you, the others molt too, some struggling, some finishing quickly. When it's over, your mother lowers herself near a flat patch of ground. This time, you climb down. Your legs touch the ground properly for the first time. It's rough, but solid. Your claws grip without slipping. You take a few steps, adjusting to your new weight and balance. Others scatter in different directions. You don't follow. You move along the edge of a rock and wait. Your legs lock into position. Your tail stays raised. A termite wanders past, slow and unaware. You step forward, seize it with your pincers, and drive your stinger into its body. It twitches once, then goes still. You eat. Its body breaks apart easily. Nothing challenges you. No one approaches. You consume everything before moving on. When you're finished, you slip into a narrow crack between stones and become still. Your legs brace. Your stinger points outward. You don't think about the others. You don't search for them. You wait for movement. At 1 month old, you range farther from where you were born. As you pass through a tight gap between rocks, another shadow scorpion appears. Same size, same raised tail, same stance. You shift slightly to steady yourself. It mirrors you. You step forward slowly. It lowers its body. A signal. Without warning, it attacks. You leap sideways, barely avoiding snapping claws. You counterstrike, but your stinger skids off its shell. Before you can reset, it charges again, grabbing one of your legs and pulling you off balance. You twist and slam your pincers into its own. You break free, but its tail lashes out and strikes your side. The venom doesn't go deep, but it was close. You circle each other, both wounded, waiting. It lunges first. You slip beneath its claws, grab a leg, and drive your stinger into the soft gap behind its armor. It jerks, tries to strike back. You sting again, closer to the base of the tail. The fight ends quickly. You wait until it stops moving. Then you eat. Midsection first, then the head. You leave the limbs and tail, not mercy, just preference. When you're done, you retreat to the rocks and settle in again. At 3 months old, you remain motionless as insects pass your shelter. One moves too fast. Another isn't worth the effort. Your claws stay folded. Your tail doesn't shift. You don't move. Heavier vibrations approach. You wait. They pass, then return. A small lizard slides into view, dragging its body across the opening. You strike instantly, pincers locking onto its side, stinger driving in behind the leg. The first sting slows it. The second ends it. You begin to eat, until something interferes. A centipede darts in, fast and flexible, slipping between stones. It reaches the carcass and tears at exposed flesh. You shove it back with your claws. It resists, coiling part of its body around the lizard and pulling. You strike again, driving your stinger into the soft underside near its head. The centipede recoils and vanishes into darkness. You return to your meal. The skin parts easily, the flesh comes away clean. You eat everything worth keeping. It's the largest thing you've killed so far, but not the largest thing out here. At 6 months old, you move beneath the night sky. Each step is careful. Your shell glows faintly, reacting to ultraviolet light. You don't feel it. You don't notice it, but others do. A young snake detects you from a distance. Its tongue flicks, tasting the air, drawn by scent and glow. You pause. It pauses. You advance. It follows. The snake strikes. You flip onto your back, claws pulled in, shell facing the attack. Its teeth scrape uselessly against armor. It recoils and circles. The second strike comes fast, but you roll with it just in time. The snake hesitates now. You don't. You flip forward and drive your stinger under its jaw. It twists and tries to retreat, striking clumsily as venom spreads. You sting again. Its muscles seize. the body collapses. You wait until nothing moves. Then you leave, because something else is coming. At 1 year old, you're ready to mate. First comes the dance. You find a female on open ground. She doesn't flee. You approach slowly and clasp her pincers. You step backward. She follows. You pull her forward. She resists, then moves again. You guide her across the ground in short, controlled movements until you find the right spot. You lower yourself and deposit a white packet into the soil. Then you pull her forward so she steps over it. You release her and retreat. She pauses, then raises her tail. You run. Her sting snaps forward and misses. You dive beneath a stone and watch. She doesn't follow. Another male approaches her soon after. He reaches for her pincers. She stings him instantly, deep in a joint. His body locks up. She pulls him closer and eats him. You stay hidden. You don't try again. At 3 years old, little threatens you anymore, so when the ground feels wrong beneath your feet, you don't stop, until the bites begin. Ants. A swarm. They flood your joints, burning your underside with acid. You strike and scatter some, but there are too many. You drag yourself toward a rock. You climb. The swarm thins. One clings to your leg. You tear it off. The rest retreat. You survive, but you remember. At 5 years old, you move slower, but strike just as fast. One day, vibrations roll through the ground, heavy, steady. A shadow stretches over you. A blade slams down beside you. You turn to flee. The second strike hits harder, spinning you helpless. Your legs are gone. A human hand grips your body and lifts you into the air. A light passes over your shell, making it glow. The human inspects you, then tosses you aside. You land on your back and don't rise again. The human leaves. The quiet returns. Life as a shadow scorpion is brutal, but somewhere out there, another creature has it even worse. Trust me, it's wild.